Hey, Chris Liepe here with the 3 keys to building great sounding, free, healthy feeling distortion into your voice. As you're working on these 3 keys that I'm about to share with you, remember that if at any time you feel yourself pushing until your voice breaks up, until distortion happens, you are not doing it correctly, and you will not be able to free your distortion. You will not be able to use it for a long period of time. We have to do things in the right order, and we have to pay attention to things in the right way in order to unlock good distortion. If we simply push into it or try to force into it at any point, it's not going to work. So keep that in mind. The first key, well-supported cleans. Now, if you need help developing your support, realizing how it's supposed to feel so that you can use it for what I'm about to show you, make sure you click the link below and join my free voice course, and I'll help you understand how support should feel at various stages of intensity. All right, so well-supported cleans. This doesn't mean loud cleans, it just means tension-free cleans. I can have a well-supported head voice. I can also have an unwell-supported head voice. More on this balance in the free course below. But you can see the difference even. One of them is coming, I'm trying to get to the pitch by using my throat. One of them is I'm literally relaxing into the clean. I'm relaxing into the pitch. Same with chest voice. We may think sometimes that we support our lower notes better just because they're easier to get to, but I'm going to do a lower chest voice note and show you the difference in body countenance and in sound between a well-supported chest voice note and a not well-supported chest voice note. Well-supported. La. That note is not hard for me to hit. La. Not well supported. La, la. Well supported. La, la. There's a huge difference here. My energy is coming from my lower abdominal muscles, my poop muscles, when in the supported notes. My consciousness is there as I'm creating the pitch, and therefore, I have a lot more to work with in terms of airflow management. A non-well-supported clean, and you can see it, comes from me focusing on this area. My jaw gets involved a little bit more. La, la, la. My neck, I feel it in my neck. A lot of it's just how you think. So, think about low engagement, well-supported, poop muscle engagement cleans, regardless of whether you're singing in head or chest voice, and practice that. Practice that consciousness. Again, more in my free course in the video description. Here is key number 2 to developing great distortion. Awareness of 2 specific sensations. One is kind of like a gag, and the other one is kind of like a sigh. Now, you've heard me talk about both of these on the channel before, but if we can have the consciousness of what it feels like to support well, and then add these honed sensations over the top of good support, we will find great ways to use distortion. So let's talk about the gag. I'm going to start with primary chord engagement, and I'm going to make sure it's well supported. I'm not going to sing a note or anything. La, 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 la. I'm just talking. And then I'm going to... I'm going to stick my tongue out. Notice what I'm doing is I'm moving. Number one, I do feel my lower abdominal muscles kicking in, but I'm moving with I'm moving the sensation upward as I gag. It's not just a haphazard gag. No, I'm feeling, I start low. Notice I sound like an old man. As I move my tongue out. That gag or that contact or constriction starts to move higher. So I'm paying attention to this sensation movement as I do the gag. So at the end of it, with my tongue out, the constriction or engagement is as high as it can possibly be. When I start the gag, it's low. So we're feeling out that sensation. We're becoming aware. When the tongue goes out, it's as high as possible. It should feel as high as possible. This isn't something you get instantly. This is something that you practice. We are honing this sensation. Okay? Next, sighing. We want to start in a relaxed, well-supported head voice area. And then release into the sigh. And we want to keep in mind, as we continue to support as we release into this sigh, we want to ask ourselves, where are we feeling that engagement in our throat? Does it feel like Cookie Monster, or low below the Adam's apple, or towards the chest bone? Or can we direct that sensation higher? Now compare it with the gag. Sigh. Okay, again, the gag should go low to high. The sigh should go high to low. Not so low as down here. It should still feel like it's above your Adam's apple. But we want to start paying attention to how these feel, how these land as we abandon into these two different ways. All right? Now here's the third key, and please be patient with these and work on these. Let me know how it goes. Practiced transitions. I've been working a lot on different types of distortion sounds lately, and I've come to the conclusion fairly recently that great distortion is found in the transitions between these different sensations. Well-supported notes, gags, and sighs. Once we land in a particular distorted sound that feels good and sounds good, if we live there, we end up locking up and are not able to maintain a particular distorted sound the way we want to. Why? I think it has something to do with the fact that we try to, I got it! And then we tense up to try to hold on to what we got. Whereas if we're constantly of the mindset that we're practicing the transitions into and out of distortion, we can mask with our performances the fact that we are transitioning, but we are always transitioning. This is a really key mindset, and this is something that's gotten worked into my own singing very recently, and I'm excited to share it with you. Here's how to practice it. It involves making more stupid noises. We're going to start with a comfortable, well-supported note. Choose a chest voice note for now. La la la, la la la. And we're going to transition from that to a gag. Okay? Let your pitch falter a little bit, but keep thinking that pitch. And see if you can, once you transition, see if you can hold on to that note. If you start to tense up or lose support, start over again and work the transition. It's all about repetition and continuing to be mindful of the sensations and the support as you're transitioning. There's going to be all sorts of balances that you have to feel out. What I'm doing is I'm passing the airflow management of the air that I'm putting up with my support from my primary chords to my false chords and some upper constricted areas. Yeah! Okay, choose a higher note. Oh, see, I'm starting to tense up. Oh, there's all sorts of ugliness, but I'm following the sound and the sensation upward. I start clean. And it works. Now, some of this is coming a little faster in real time, as you can see, because I've honed the muscle memory and the sensations. But it's the working of these transitions from clean, well-supported into the gagging sound. We're moving, not locking up. All right, let's go to the sigh side now. Now, with the gag, we started with a note, and then we added the gag over it. With the sigh, we're going to start with the sigh and then add a note, thinking about the note, to the sigh. Okay, so I'm going to think about this note. Well supported. I'm going to sigh into it, but it's going to be a loose sigh. Choose a different note. La 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 la. Ha 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 ha. Yeah. Now I'm going to combine the transitions of clean to gag and then sigh to note, side note. And you're just going to hear me play around with it, given what I've just done. This is really cool. You hear the different textures that's happening as I move and I transition around? I'm not holding anything super long, but over time, I figured out how to add more support right at the right time as I move in and out of these different transitions. Now, these are the three things, the three keys that have unlocked my distortion. If you need more help with this, particularly the balance of support, again, join that free course linked below. First giveaway right here. 'Cause when I'm alone. 'Cause when I'm alone. There's my well-supported clean. Alone. I'm thinking gag. I'm actually keeping my tongue in, but there's this. 'Cause when I'm alone. 'Cause when I'm alone. Okay, listen on. I'm lost. That's a sigh into a well-supported lost into that note. Listen again. You hear it on high. I start with an H. I'm lost. I'm sighing into that. I'm lost in these memories. Okay, memories. That's the gag. Memory. But I found the right medium level of gagness as I've practiced to put in there. So I'm not just going memory. I'm not just doing that. Living behind my own illusion. Now right there, I'm taking some time to just bask in well-supported cleans. That's all. Listen again. Lost. Again. Lost. Lost. It's a sigh. Lost. Lost. well-supported sigh at the right time. Confusion. 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 As I think gag, and how that gag moves higher as it becomes more pronounced, I heat up that note. Confusion. I hope relating it back to my Linkin Park cover can help you see these transitions and these keys in action. Thanks for watching. We'll see you for more.